Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Osmania 4K World Cup 2018. And we're back again with another match with Canada versus Philippines, which apparently this is going to be actually a really close match. And I apologize in advance because I'm kind of a little bit lying here, as I'm still here. I'm Rev Fangirl, and I'll be commentating with our fellow Maple selector, Kamikaze. Say hello, man.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited for this match because this is a losers bracket match, and this is already shaping up to be another great match between very strong teams. Canada being a top seed, coming second in groups, and Philippines actually a low seed, coming second in groups as well. This is gonna be really interesting to see.
Yes, indeed.
As you can see, the previous
and we're
match.
Gonna see the actual. The warm-ups now, actually, and oh my god. Oh no. Okay, never mind.
Yikes. If they're actually playing this for warm-up,
okay, never mind.
this is gonna hurt.
Okay, never mind. So this is the actual warm-up, and it's gonna be I think from the looks of it, it's gonna be the violation by desecration by Shoegazer. I think it is.
If this is gonna be played for a warm-up seriously, then this is gonna hurt. I don't know if that's the best idea to go hammer.
Yeah, we're gonna see some really sick heavy pedal for some pleasure here to see.
We actually
see some speed one.
Yeah, me and Shoegazer selected this. Shoegazer actually mapped this for 2016 Mania World Cup, but that was in the finals map pool.
So you can see it's in 2016, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But some say that that some of the map pool is actually harder than 2017. Maybe not on the long nose, but on the speed-oriented charts. Like, this chart hurts.
Yeah, like it's like a 2016. The pinnacle of speed charts being like the harder ones of the finals. Well, there you go. You have probably one of the insane speed picks in 2016.
Yeah, this is I don't think it's very dense from what I remember, but it's around 270 BPM jump stream for about 5 minutes. This is gonna be really draining, and it's gonna hurt if you're gonna go all in.
Yeah, it's like the non-stop stream for like around 4 minutes long, and then you don't deserve a break at this chart. It's just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. Actually, it's interesting for me that in the Philippines team we see Surfsha 85 on warm-up. Surfsha is more of a, I guess, long node oriented player, not too much on the speed department, so I'm wondering why he's playing with warm-up. Maybe just like overall warm-up or something.
Well, I mean, it's like the overall warm-up is just like a little bit of a test to your opposing team, how well they can do speed, or probably like some sort of things. Yeah, they can try to do the normal warm-ups. Actually, we don't have any memes this time around.
Well, we can see because I'm 100% sure that Philippines is gonna pick an Arcuna Leverus chart because they pick it in every single match they ever played since 2016. So it might be interesting.
Well, okay, that's another note to be looked out for. But I think this is like probably the Canada's warm-up, I guess, or probably the Philippines.
This is Canada's
I'm not too sure. Okay.
I don't think the Philippines would choose any other warm-up than an Arcuna Leverus map because they've legit done this in every single match this tournament. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, I think we've seen them like the group stages and around 16, like just some casual long node maps that get destroyed.
Actually, I think when they played against Poland, I don't think they chose an Arcuna Leverus map, but it was a Bandori chart and it was an long node chart, so it was basically the same. Because I think they did what's the song called? I know it's Roselia.
So
like
apparently this is like the
Okay, and here we go with the first warm-up of the match.
Okay, apparently this match for Canada is a little bit of unfortunate to see, as they actually have to play in probably the early mornings, as I see.
Oh
here.
yeah. I remember Dot saying actually in one of the Discord servers that most of the team has to wake up at 10 a.m. because it's 10 a.m. in Canada, and some of them actually play at 7 a.m. So
Oh,
that's really
that's the
for them.
yeah. Imagine like you wake up in the mornings and then like, oh crap, I have to like practice this map for like 1 hour, and then you have to warm up at the single point.
Yeah. I have to play 260 PM jump streams at 7 a.m. That
Oh, no,
probably is that isn't too pleasant of a thought.
Yeah, you have an insane morning to start off with.
Yeah. Actually, interestingly enough, Cielda is actually doing the worst so far on this one, but maybe just preserving stamina.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the stamina this world because this is just 4 minutes straight up. It doesn't let up.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, he's not doing particularly well on purpose to preserve his stamina because he's hitting pretty like randomly.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how berries can read that with that such low scroll speed. I'm guessing it's that it's like a scroll speed of 90 to 20. Or
I think he's playing
probably
on 21 from what I remember, but he's used to playing that scroll speed for years now, so I imagine he's just good with density overall. And he's probably just looking like lower on the screen, not in the center.
Yeah, that's true, but it's still a little bit insane. You probably should just like use the fade in for that because it's such a low scroll speed to begin with.
Fade-in is really confusing though, because when you get to that 400 combo or whatever the cap is, it's okay to play. But when you lose the combo, it opens up and it stops fading, and it's very confusing when suddenly you have twice as many nodes on the screen.
Yeah,
also we see that Piggy is just giving up.
Yeah, you have. I mean, it's understandable because it's in the mornings. You don't want to lose that stamina in the mornings because that's kind of a bummer.
It's still warm up. It's still warm up, so you're free to do whatever you want.
Well, you kind of figured though, because like in the mornings, that's a real deal here. As probably like in last year, USA have to play in the mornings against, I think the other team there, because I think if I remember correctly, they played at least like 6 or 7 a.m.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Yeah, I mean that's it could have been a lot worse than for Canada there. So it's another experience.
Yeah. Like your match versus T-Deck.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was like what, 4 a.m. for you?
Yeah, that's 4 a.m.
Yeah. So that's a bit insane.
Yeah, 4 a.m. is like literally just dark outside there. It's like it's literally no sun, no sky. It's just cloudy and like very dark.
At least you won't be bothered by the sun shining on your screen, you know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
There are some positives to everything.
Well,
but yeah, as the warm-up is finally nearing the end, nobody on the Philippines team has an S rank anymore. Arcane Elvira just lost, is hovering around 95%. Surfshot 86, Sealday at 77, Biggie holding a glorious 69. But Dode actually crushing the 99.49.
Yeah, both Dot and Barry is actually quite engrossing this warm up. I mean, it's okay. It's actually his warm up.
Barry's kind of matching Arcane Elvira's performance on this, but Dode is just running away with it. And yeah, Surfer and Sealday actually failing.
Ah, okay. That's well, okay, you don't want to lose it.
Yeah. So we'll see what the Philippines decide to pick for the warm-up. I wouldn't be surprised if that's another Bandori map actually, not the Arcane Elvira because of Dode.
Oh man, yeah. I think it's quite wild to see like another Bandori song or something to chart with, because we kind of have one in this map pool.
Yeah, we actually do one less. Oh no! Oh, I know this chart.
Is that one nest right? It's like a
No, it's one future, the warm-up. That's an Arquin Elevarius chart, and that's a pretty wild SB chart.
Oh,
I know this
man.
from Polish tourney because it was picked there in the grand finals, and it's insane.
Oh, okay, that's
The song is also so
Well.
bad.
Oh man, oh god, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, those vocals are just something else, really. How do you actually like chart this and not go insane?
Yeah, I mean like how to not break your ears while charting this.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh god. Can we please like oh god stop for I mean it could have been a lot worse because I think I saw like for some songs that might be a lot worse than this, but damn that's not good for my ears.
Yeah, but anyway, this is not even about the song. Just watch this warm up. It's gonna be good.
Okay, let's see what it packs up for this second warm up by Philippines here.
Yeah. As you can see, the difficulty name is called SV Innovation, and that is pretty innovative.
Yeah, that's a pretty much the innovation right there. Top notch.
Yeah. Actually, Just Call Me Ron had a better accuracy than Arquin for a bit.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. We already see two players from Canada failing, and Doubt is about to fail as well, so that's it for the warm-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we were only like quarter of the chart in. I've played this chart before, and it's so uncomfortable to play. It's insane.
Oh man, yeah, that's like the Canada team failing there. Okay,
Yeah.
So we're gonna be seeing the rules. Nevertheless,
I mean, if I was playing this map for warm up and someone picked it against me, I would just give up. I just wanted to end earlier. But yeah, we'll see what the team's role and what the bans will be.
I mean, like, there's still no one rolls a 1 or even 100. I'm kind of disappointed right now.
Japan was pretty close with the 4 on the last match.
I mean, yeah, we have like 3.
I think we had 2 in the rolls in group stage as well.
Oh,
we see Doubt rolling 82. That's a really high roll.
Yeah.
We'll see what Arquin responds with.
You're gonna have to get a better 80 than 82 then. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Hero 71. It's pretty close.
Oh.
This is gonna be a loss for Philippines. So Philippines will ban first, and Canada will pick first. So what do you think the Philippines will go for?
I think for sure because like Philippines has probably an edge in most of the long loop charts in the pool. So I think it would not be a surprise to pick like something for Thanks for the Memories, Oneness, or probably Rocket for probably Rocket one of the riskiest Ellen picks because it's not entirely long notes.
Yeah, but actually we're seeing the ban on around the world.
Oh yeah, that's an actually really good ban there because you know that Canada is probably Dawn is crushing this.
Yeah, Dawn actually has a score on this, if I remember correctly. That's 48 to 300s. And
that's like 49 300s with one miss. That's a no joke.
That's a score that's probably about 999.5k if it's an FC. So It's a very understandable ban, specifically against Dot. But for Canada's ban, I think they'll go for LNs, but I'm not sure if they'll go for either the hard LN char, which is just Scars of Fauna, or just for the longer and slower charges, thanks for the memories. I don't think they're gonna ban the other two.
My face when the Canada bans Oneness because it's a Bamboo song.
I mean, that's a respectable strategy, I guess. If your team agrees with it.
Well,
And yeah.
I mean, Canada has probably like the underdogs on most of the long net picks, so I guess that's understandable because probably the third player of Canada might have a little struggle.
Yeah. And we see actually Canada banning thanks
Oh,
for the
yeah,
memories.
thanks
so
for
they're
the
banning
memories.
the slow LN charge.
Yeah, so the SV still exists. So actually, I'm kind of amazed. We have Jack the Ripper and Dragonlance and Maiden Love still exist.
I'm actually not sure because Canada. I mean, Canada could also ban SVs. They could ban like the SVLN chart, Made in Love, but I think they have less of a chance on actual LNs, especially the slower ones. Because we saw them in both in group stage and in round of 16. They actually practiced SVs and they were doing fine on them for the most part. But they have a shot there. So we'll see what Philippines decides to go first.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Looks like probably gonna be interesting to see.
So still waiting on the first pick. Oh, and Canada is actually going for On Your Own.
Oh
on,
yeah.
on my own.
Going for the Eurobeat, the sped up version, 0.95. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't know what's in mind, but it's a slowed down version.
Actually, from what Joel said to me, this is actually still sped up version from the original, even on 0.95. We were going to pick 1.0 of this, but it was a bit too fast, so we just went with this.
I mean, like the 1.0 rate is like being loved in the pack of the Eurobeat.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of a little bit harder. So I guess that's understandable to be seen like 0.95 in the map pool.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see that here.
Oh no, this is not initial D, Arquin. Not every Eurobeat is initial D.
Yeah, I mean, like every Eurobeat has a significance of like initial D. So I guess that you would kind of ask for it.
Yeah, we'll see how they decide to play. Actually, interesting that Surftra is playing this chart. I didn't think that he would be the person to play the speed charts for the team. We'll see Surftra, Arquina Virus, and Cielo Day from Philippines, and from Canada's side, Dot, Berry, and Piggy. And we're starting with the first pick.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised as to why Toyohime would probably like the main speed player is not playing for this pick, because I would imagine probably Toyohime might be a little bit better than Surftra. So I don't know.
I thought so as well. Because Toyohime is oh, actually, we might see a board here. I think Cielo Day disconnected. But
yeah, it's kind of disconnecting here. So
yeah,
okay,
but I thought that either Toyohime or Ainian even could play this chart. Because Ainian is known for not having the best of accuracy, but having really good speed overall.
Well, I mean, in this kind of scenario, probably this is a little bit too slow, because if I remember correctly, like he has massive issues on like Mom 2 on one of the technical maps, and his accuracy is not having the best time either.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna have a restart pretty soon. We're just gonna wait for Cielo Day to come back to the lobby. But also, I thought that Ainian was gonna play this because the fast parts are actually I think about 310 BPM streams, so I thought that's gonna be in her range.
Yeah, 310 BPM is like pretty fast, yeah. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine probably Einyan would probably play the Impulse on one of the other Ice maps.
Yeah,
She would
maybe.
Or probably Please Don't Remember, but it's still very risky as it has some really weird get keto snaps there because I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see once we get it restarted. Because apparently Surftra is still playing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know there because like it's a pretty still playing on his own. Solo drift. I will say that. What is happening there? I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty. That's a wild drift over there.
Yeah. Surf carrying the team, boys.
I'm getting on the final gear. Full speed ahead.
Nice.
Okay, so we should be getting ready and starting up the map again in just a moment.
Yeah, if anything happens, it doesn't have to be a disconnection right probably at the end because that would kind of a bummer there.
Yeah, as the rules say, if it's in the first, I think, quarter of the chart or 30 seconds in, it's still it's gonna be just nullified and restarted.
Yeah, and probably we're gonna get into it now. And now this is the run for now.
I will see how both of these teams perform on this.
Yeah, it's like it's like 3 minutes long, so you don't deserve a break in most of the stream. So it's really tough to get your focus head on.
The thing is that those mini jacks, sometimes even triple jacks, are really hard to nail if you're not paying attention, and you need to pay attention to get good accuracy on it. So far, Canada is leading by a tiny margin, but that's gonna all change in the speed section. They're gonna get larger or smaller, I think.
Yeah, Suchu is having a little bit of a difficulty in keeping the accuracy up, although all the 5 remaining players are actually still holding up pretty strong in terms of Rainbow, but it's gonna change once the stream cuts up.
Yeah, and Surfshirt finding the first break, so it's gonna be a slightly bigger lead for Canada. After the first stream part, only one combo break. Everyone's still holding above 99%. The Dot on 99.9.
That's a pretty nutty score there by Dot.
But the hardest part of the chart is still to come because the streams later on in the chart are way longer than the first stream. So we'll see if any of the players break there.
Yeah, I could understand why Barry can't read most of the slow scroll speed though.
They actually missing in the break part. And now Surfcha and Piggy trading misses. Sealday again. It's having some troubles. But this is not looking good for Philippines right now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of unfortunate there for Philippines as they already have like a 20,000 points of difference by Canada, although Philippines have 2 breaks already and Piggy are missing. But Surchu is struggling to keep his focus intact.
He's probably just struggling with the speed of this chart. There's no joke. And we saw a couple of breaks from him and Sealday on the streams. Piggy also missed twice or 3 times, but that's not gonna be enough when Canada's holding 2 full combos and Philippines only 1.
Although Dot's accuracy is stupidly crazy, given that he almost triple S-ing the streams, rather.
Yeah, and that's especially nutty because it's on OD9, so it's harder. Actually, Arquina the Virus right now is almost exactly matching Barry's score. Piggy's has a better score than Surftra and Cielo Day, and Dot is just running away on his own, so that's gonna be a very comfortable lead for Canada for now. And if something would be changing, then it has to happen now.
Yeah, I mean, Dot is on his own, man.
I see what you did there. Yeah, Dot
Oh
still
my god, what?
almost 99.9.
He's triple S'ing the
Wow.
streams, what?
That's insane. That's
wow.
for sure that's one of the best scores we're gonna see this round.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Coming from a really pretty much the accuracy based
Wow.
player from Canada, Dot there, being shown up on the MVP slot right there.
249,
That's
200
insane
on
score.
OD9.
996. What?
On OD9, 310 BPM streams.
That's a V1 double S too. What?
Yeah.
249. That's insane.
Yeah, that's about, I think, 15 to 1, 14 to 1. And that's on a 310
That's like around
BPM card.
13, yeah.
Arquin the Virus actually breaking 10 combo before the end, but
Oh, Arquin's gonna gonna go for the
And-
Tandoori oneness.
yeah. Arquin is for sure very familiar with this song. But yeah,
I would
Philippines attacking on the long notes, so this is kind of an expected strategy. As we talked before, they're targeting the weakness that Canada showed in the previous matches, and we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I would imagine because like Dot is kind of have a little bit of a backstory there because I think he kind of have a love or hate relationship with the song because he doesn't love Rosalie at all, I guess.
So yeah, we're now just waiting for our players to ready up, and we're gonna be getting ready with the second pick of the match.
Actually, it's quite interesting though because like Philippines have a little bit of most effortless in the longer picks, as you have like Rocket, you have like Oneness, you have like Scars of Fauna, which still exists at this point. It would probably have a little bit of a chance for Philippines.
Yeah, I think this is maybe the most risky pick.
No, we're gonna see
for
the
Philippines.
Oneness.
Because the thing about this chart is that it's not maybe that release heavy, but it's inverse. And inverse are either you can do them almost perfectly or you can't do them at all. So it's gonna be interesting if Canada can keep up with this, and if they can do all the inverses, then it's gonna be a very close battle.
Yeah, it's like probably this Oneness is testing about how can you play on a negative space inverse, as the second half of this is like a really tricky wall inverses, which if you actually have a
Dot missing
column lock-
first.
Oh man.
Oh no, Arquin Olivares actually missed before. I didn't notice that. He's already at 400 combo, but Dot also missing. Now Surftra missing, and Canada has the advantage.
Yeah, now Canada has a good lead so far, given that they already have like 2 misses on Philippines side.
Piggy missing again, but that can all change in the later parts of this chart as the inverses kick in.
Yeah, the probably the negative space wall inverse is.
Yeah, we already
This is
see 2
most
breaks.
likely gonna turn around. Yeah.
And Barry
man.
also missing. So we have no full combos left on Canadian side. And there's still Cielo Day with full combo on Philippines side. And Philippines is actually growing a pretty decent lead at this point.
Man.
It shifted very
Yeah.
heavily.
Yeah, that's
They're really
still like
very
a
close to the end.
pretty good lead so far. It's just like the probably the Canada is falling apart.
Yeah. And there we go. As the first pick won by Philippines, Sierra Day managing to full combo as the only player in the lobby with a really amazing accuracy, actually beating Dot's accuracy as well, which is very impressive.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a clean sweep anymore. So as we already have broken the sweeps from the other two matches, as it's now a 1-1 as Cielo Day taking the MVP slot right here.
Yeah, that's a
Actually, an
really
amazing
amazing
score.
985,000 on this chart is really amazing.
Yeah, that score is definitely not a slouch at all, as it's probably like probably the top 5% of the other LM players who can actually get the score.
Yeah. Dot's score is also really good, 975,000, but one miss and 14,200. The next player being Arquin Olivares with just over 99%. So we'll see what Canada decides to pick first. I mean, for the second pick. But I imagine they're gonna stick with the Rice picks. Maybe double A?
Yeah, probably like a double A or probably Please Don't Remember, which is probably one of the riskiest ones so out of there so far.
Yeah.
Or they could go for Impulse, which is the another alternative.
Oh, and they're actually going for Impulse.
Ah,
So they're going
yeah.
for the brute speed.
Yeah, they're going for some speedy boys.
I think that's actually a reasonable strategy to target the two kind of weaker and speed players on the Philippines side for Canada. Because Arquin Olivares is probably gonna keep up just fine, but I'm not sure if Surftra and Cielo will be able to combo it as well.
Yeah, I mean that they actually have a little bit of a tough time because Philippines has missing Cleo email on their side, which probably kind of costs a bit of a damage to Philippines as they don't have any probably the consistent speed player.
Yeah, they can do consistency just fine, which also might be why Canada decided to not pick double A now, because Philippines might be more dangerous on consistency and accuracy stuff than they are on actual brute speed. Yeah, we're getting into the third pick of this match, and we'll see how Philippines team manages to keep up.
Yeah, at least for this kind of map, this is a little bit of a riskier side because one mistake on one of the 240 BPM jump street would cost you a lot of damage to the difference.
Yeah, and we already see that Surf has a lot of issues in the intro, not even on S rank at this point. Just got over 95%, with a miss as well. So that's probably gonna be a tough haul.
That's a pretty not a good sign for Philippines right here, as the intro is not so smooth for their side. Although on the Canadian side is holding pretty consistent so far. It's just like the accuracies have a little bit of an issue, but it's not that far off.
Yeah, but the thing is, the lowest accuracy in Canadian team, which is Piggy at the moment, is matching Arquin Olivares, which is the best accuracy in the Philippines side. And Surfsha missing twice in the small part. The Piggy actually missing as well, but that's still a very decent advantage for Canada.
Yeah, I mean, once we get the jump stream starts, it's gonna have a little bit of a sizable advantage for Canada there, because I would imagine because Philippines would probably have a little bit of struggle for keeping up the 240 BPM jump streams, and it's not a type of pattern that you come off across.
Yeah, the chart is very trill heavy. This is gonna be. We'll see how both of these teams manage. Actually, Doubt missing and Cielo Day missing, so that's two full combos gone.
Yeah,
Doubt
two
still with the
FCs
superior
gone.
accuracy.
Yeah, even with that miss, 99.8 is wow.
Yeah, but Surftra is really struggling on this chart speed-wise. So this is really the reason why Philippines are losing by this much, because they don't have a third player that's strong enough for this first chart. It's really a brutal chart.
Yeah, I mean, even without their third SV player, the speed player, because both Surchu and Cielo Day is not holding the best that they could because they only have 96 and 98%, while all Canadian players holding above 99.3, which is really insane if you think about the difference.
Yeah, and that's it. Canada wins this by over 203,000 points. Without actually scoring 202 misses, 130 300s. Wow.
Well, that's not actually an overkill score if he does actually double S it, because we already see like a 150 double S, I guess, by cheating, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, but that's actually still the best score in the lobby, even with those 2 misses. So that goes to show how nutty of a score this is. And actually, we're gonna be seeing a pick from Philippines, which is another island pick, Rocket. So still going back and forth between Rice and LNs.
Yeah, but like I would imagine, because Rocket is not probably the most LN oriented ones, because it's probably comprised of LN inverso and jump streams, and if anything, their releases are probably just gonna be the exact consistent. So it would actually can go over to Canada if they're not careful.
Oh yeah. The start is really easy to mess up if you read it incorrectly. So that wouldn't be a big surprise. But so far it's a pretty polar matchup. Canada is winning their Rice pick safely. Philippines kind of safely won this as well, and we'll see if that trend keeps up. But if this trend keeps up, this might be a problem for the Philippines, because they have less picks to choose from.
Well, I could imagine they would kind of go for SVs if they practice it a lot, but I don't know here, because Canada probably have at least a little bit of proficiency to learn SVs.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is also that SVs are kind of are very risky, because you never know if Canada actually practiced all the SVs. But if they did, they are gonna be very tough to beat, especially on the more Rice-oriented charts. So Jack the Ripper and the other one.
Yeah, yeah, you never know what's about to happen.
On Made in Love, I think Philippines might still take this, but we'll see. We'll see how the match progresses. A very small advantage from Philippines at the start. And we'll see how they keep up once the streams start. Piggy actually dropping a little bit of accuracy at the start. Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of desync because of Surf's internet, but
oh yeah,
actually Piggy missing a decent beat here and dropping a bit of accuracy. So I imagine the Philippines is still in the lead with Surf's full combo at 98.3%.
Yeah, that was have at least a little bit of a bonus for FC a map, which has a little bit of bonus score, but the accuracy is not that pretty much in comparison to other players here.
Yeah, the Surf's accuracy is actually slightly better than Piggy's though, and Sierra Day and Arkin and Varus are doing much better than Barry in terms of accuracy. Dot is doing better than both of them, but I think that's still enough to outweigh them, especially with Piggy missing again and dropping below 98%.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually a decent advantage for Philippines right now.
I think Surfsure also missed, but he still has way better accuracy than Piggy.
Yeah, I would imagine if for some reason like the other LN picks would probably gonna go for Philippines here, as they have the proficiency to do so.
Yeah, I think we're actually gonna be seeing. Oh no, it wasn't a miss; it was a client lag because Surf just up 2,000 combo, and yeah, that's gonna be a point for the Philippines actually.
Yeah, it's now 2-all now. It's like with MVP taking Dot for 984k there, which is not too bad, but it certainly goes to show that His accuracy is still really good, even with
Yeah.
a weird 200 count.
But that also goes to show that on this pool already, Dot is having slight accuracy dents on the LN charts, which is something that as an indicator that they might falter on the harder LN picks. And Philippines coming very strong with 3 full combos. That was well done enough to win this point.
Yeah,
Now
that's
we see
19,000 points. That's a pretty close one.
Yeah. I will see what Canada decides to pick next. They're gonna go for consistency or the technical chart.
I would imagine double A or probably Click to Remember would be the most viable option too.
Yeah, and they're going for double A, so the consistency, accuracy chart.
Yeah, it's just the similar version of like the you would say the violation warm up. You would say because it's a non-stop, as the middle has a break, but it has a pretty much weird snapping of, on most of the grace notes.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on until it dries your stamina out.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is an consistency chart, but this is already in this stage. There's not really that much accuracy, but also stamina is playing a decent role in this. And I think that could be a good pick, considering that Search's accuracy is looks a little bit worse than Piggy's and Berry's, and that might be enough to shift the tides in to Canadian side, even if all Philippines players manage to pull combo to start.
Yeah, I could imagine because like Canada has like the has better accuracy in general for all 3 players on Canada's side, but like in Philippines they gonna have to look for misses for Canada there to actually take off, but it's just no matter who chokes the most here.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think that we're gonna be seeing all players full combo, but it's gonna come down to who chokes more. But if one of the players manages to full combo the start, it's gonna be a massive boost for the team.
Yeah, I would imagine if this is actually gonna be a break point for Philippines right there, because like it's really interesting to see it as a break point would actually give a morale boost to whoever wins that.
Yeah. Oh, I actually was saying that Searcher, I think, disconnected. Oh no, he's back.
Oh yeah, he's disconnected, I guess.
Oh, he might have had some slight internet issues. But now he's back, and hopefully that's not gonna bother him throughout the match. So we're just waiting for players to ready up. This is still gonna be interesting because the Philippines actually managed to take a breakpoint over Canada. This is gonna shift the tides a lot. Because Canada still has I think 2 clear rice picks that they can go for, but Philippines will have a point of advantage if they win their next pick as well. It's gonna be a 4-2.
Oh yeah, I mean like for sure. Given that if anything, if Philippines can win double A against Canada, they would probably go for Scars of Fauna, which would probably the most viable pick, the only Allen pick remaining there, as and the other being SV ones, which is probably a lot riskier.
Yeah, that really depends on how well both teams practice the SV charts, but yeah, we're seeing the replacement. Just Call Me Run replaced the Surfcher, so I think Surfcher has some internet problems right now, which is really unfortunate, but nothing we can do about it. And Ron having slightly rocky start. I think he got a 200 or something, but here we go with the 5th chart of this match.
Well, it seems like most likely going to be Canada's favor, as it's just basically comprised of consistency. I mean, it's just like the non-stop streams for like 3 minutes straight, although with a little bit of twist in the middle.
Oh no. Actually, from what I'm seeing, this Komiron is hitting really late and he has a lot of problems with accuracy. I think he might have scrolled too high.
Yeah, I would imagine, because like it's probably he's not the real scroll speed either. Probably like up by 3 or 4 on his original ones.
I don't think he would be this uncomfortable with the start normally. So I think that's a problem with scroll speed, or just not having a good day. But that's a really heavy tank, and that's very unfortunate. But it's already a massive lead for the Canadian team, and it's likely not gonna change. Cieladay and Barry also missed, so 3 full combos still left, with Piggy, Dot, and Arquinel Virus. Actually, Piggy and Arquinel Virus not that far behind Dot on accuracy, but Dot is still holding 9-9.
It's just like this small lead, but it's actually gonna be a really good amount of advantage for Canada, as just Colorado has a lot of problems.
And on those very weird bursts, actually the entire Philippines team missed.
Yeah, that's actually one to watch out for, as the weird snap Grace nose right there. It's just gonna trip you up real bad.
Yeah, but still, we can already call it that it's gonna be a very easy point for the Canadian team. Ron is falling back below A rank right now.
Yeah, I mean it's safe to say, because like only like probably the Philippines have a lot of trouble on keeping up the consistency here, as all Canadian side has a little bit of a trouble-ish for keeping the combo, but they still have the accuracy advantage. And it's still really a big of a difference.
Yeah, the thing is also that the Canadian team only have 1 miss from Barry, and the entire Philippines team missed in the same spot. So even if Ron was FCing with accuracy similar to Piggy, that would still not be enough. That would still not be enough to keep up with the Canadian team.
Yeah, I mean their accuracies in general are just like insanely well.
Yeah, the best player on Philippines side being Arquinel Virus once again is still not keeping up with Barry's accuracy, and he also has a miss on his account, so that would not be a good pick for Philippines either way.
Yeah, that's a hefty amount of difference there on Canada's side. It's like a 400,000 points. Like that's a huge amount for a difference to be called for, as a lot of problems on the Philippines side, being Ron has a little bit of an issue of scroll speed, I guess, and probably other players.
Actually, interesting thing, Piggy's score is 0 200s, 0 100s, 0 50s, and 3 misses. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's just not being the the most optimized side. Just have a little bit of a easy miss on the weird things.
Piggy actually missed like 300 combo before the end.
Yeah, but Dot's score 996,613. That's not a slouch at all.
In almost every map so far, Dot has the highest score. Only in one nest, Cieladay has beaten him. But yeah, apparently Surfer is back, so we're gonna be seeing him for the next chart. I imagine that Ron probably didn't expect to play and wasn't ready for it, so that might also be it. He wasn't warmed up for the chart.
Yeah, I mean, like it's actually a little bit of a unfortunate situation where if you haven't warmed up yet, and it's just like gonna hurt you the most because you're not ready to take up the patterns.
Yeah, and you have to fill in because it's an unfortunate situation. But that probably still wouldn't change the outcome, even if he FC'd with similar accuracy to, let's say, Piggy or Barry. That would still not be enough to beat the Canadian team overall. So that's not that big of a dent. That's still a very comfortable pick for the Canadian team.
Yeah, although we're gonna see still waiting for the Philippines here. I would imagine if probably scars of Fauna would be the other viable pick.
As you say that, Arquinel Virus picks Scars of Fauna.
Yeah.
And the entire Canadian team is not happy.
Yeah, it's your boy Ray mapping the sickest Ellen releases.
Yeah, I love the song though.
Yeah, the song is not bad. It's just like the patterns are what? Like I was playing this, but I was just like, okay, no.
Let's be real, like for what Rave charted before, this is actually really good. I think that this chart is still good.
Yeah, I think it's
just
a bit better and it's fun.
Yeah, it's just hard. That's the main problem with it for this map pool. It's just hard. But yeah, still on pace.
Oh god, I would compare this for like something like Beyond the Year or something, because this has the kind of there's lots of mini islands.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be interesting because if Philippines win this pick, it's gonna go into the scary territory because Canada, I think, has one more pick, which is Please Don't Remember, that they can probably pick, but they might venture into SVs instead, or the technical picks, because other than that, if they pick Please Don't Remember, there's gonna be no more vanilla picks, I'd say, for specific categories. It's all gonna be either hybrids or SVs, and that's gonna be the scary territory.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate because like the hybrid picks are not safe at all, and SVs would probably a biggest question mark for both of these teams if they actually practice it. Granted that they're pretty much insane difficulty gap, I guess.
Yeah, and actually, interestingly enough, Canada's as light as a lead, but that I say that Piggy misses twice, so the lead goes straight back to Philippines.
Yeah, that advantage for Philippines right there is actually a really good one, as Piggy missed like a quite fair bit amount there.
Oh, but Surfshore also misses.
Yeah, that kind of really just kind of tripped up most of the players here to actually drop a bit of an accuracy.
Yeah, but also Philippines are losing in terms of accuracy because Arquin is below 99%, so is Surfshore, and then actually Piggy missing again. The lead goes back to Philippines, but that's a very, very close margin.
Yeah, that's a very close one, and it's still not gonna be decided any at all because the chart is still consistent in difficulty.
Yeah, it isn't over until the very end. Surfshore missing again, but Piggy also missed before.
Oh man!
Piggy and Surfshore actually trading misses.
Oh, also very misses as well, though. That's actually a really good advantage.
Yeah, that's 2 full combos from Philippines side to 1 from Canadian side. So that's gonna be a win for Philippines once again on the LN chart.
Yeah, that's actually back-to-back points for their own picks. It's like 3-3 now.
Dot still coming hot with the highest score in the lobby, but that was not enough with Piggy's and Barry's breaks. Surfshore finding a lot of misses, but that's probably also column locking. So a lot of misses in the same spot, but his score is still...
Oh my god.
It's respectable.
Yeah, and as of now, we're now entering into the dangerous territory of the map pool right now, as there are no safe picks at all. Where there are only one more viable pick for Canada, and the rest of it are just a question mark.
Yeah, and we're still tied at 3-3. So this is shaping up to be a potential tiebreaker match. The match that we were waiting for.
Well, it's gonna be a lot more interesting to see, as you would actually expect to probably pick some of the SBs, because that would be a weapon against Canada if they do practice it. But given that their performances on the SBs on the earliest rounds is like not a slouch at all.
Yeah, the thing is that if Canada practiced, they're gonna be scary to fight against because of their accuracy, but you can never be sure if they actually practiced enough. So that's why probably Philippines just went for a lance first, because that's a safer pick, and actually thought picking Dragonlance. So here we go.
Oh, here we go with I think this is the first appearance in this tournament.
Yeah. This is the SV reading chart. So we're venturing into the SV territory, and if Canada is picking this, they must be at least prepared for this. Because this chart is actually the SB chart that requires the least amount of practice, as it is more reading and stutter oriented. But you still need to know what's where.
Yeah, Dragonlance is actually not not an easy chart to call that, because it's entirely sight readable for most of the players who are actually aiming for most of the SV capability as a player, but it's still really hard given that you have to still memorize the elements, because that element is kind of a trap right there.
And that song is actually great. Also worth mentioning that it's Sakura, so it's a featured artist, and that's already that's a great song and a great chart as well.
Yeah, I mean, like Sakura has some really good tracks for entirely. It's a really good tracks. It's a pretty good. I would actually listen to some of them if I actually have to.
Yeah, and like for Mania charting, especially Sakura Berserks are great because of their complexity and unpredictability. I couldn't pronounce that word for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay though. I mean, like mostly Sakura Verse on charting and Osmania is probably like mostly comprised of like very unpredictable very unpredictable rhythms, and it goes to show that it's actually a great playground for SVs.
Yeah. But as we go into the first set of SVs, Piggy dropping a fair bit of accuracy, and first two misses from Ron and Piggy.
Oh yeah, that's still a little bit of trade-off.
Oh, Ron missing again.
Oh, I think Ron's not kind of a little bit of ready state here now, as Canada is now pulling ahead a little bit.
But the lead is still not that big, although Ron missing again. Piggy is dropping a lot of accuracy, but so is Ron, so it's all coming down to Dot and Barry versus Cielo and Arpino Virus.
It just comes down to actually the most of the sped up stuttering there.
Yeah, it all comes down to accuracy.
Yeah,
Piggy has a slight
like I said, oh my god.
Actually, Arpino Virus misses. That's a huge break for Philippines. And Cielo misses as well, so there's no full combos left on Philippines side, and still 2 combos on Canadian side.
Yeah, oh my god, that's actually a bit of an unfortunate situation here, as Canada is now pulling ahead by around 80,000 plus now.
Yeah, Canada is running away with it. The best accuracy on Philippines side is just under 98%, while Dot is still holding 99.3. Even with that miss, it's still way ahead of any of the Philippines players. And that's gonna be it. It's the ending slow jump.
Yeah, that's a hefty amount of advantage for a difference there for Canada. 120,000 points of difference is not to be taken lightly, as they're going ahead to take their own pick or 3.
And that's a very crucial pick as well, because they still, if they need to, they can still pick Please Don't Remember, and the Philippines has to go for SVs at this point. I feel like they have to pick Made in Love or the hybrid 3 minutes war.
Yeah, Made in Love is actually probably the best option here, as I don't think that Choice 3 minutes war would be a viable choice for Philippines here, as they're probably like the most hybrid thing, but slow jabs it's just like a most trivial there.
Yeah, but the thing about 3 minutes Toys 3 minutes war is that it's not the slow jump, but it's just the LN patterns, which are pretty hard in it. They can give Philippines enough of an advantage to come up on top. But yeah, we see Made in Love being picked and Free Flow swapping in for Piggy for Canadian team.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of see why, because the Piggy is not having the best player in terms of like a SV slow jam thing, and would probably replace Free Flow would be actually a better choice here.
Actually, I'm not sure, because the SVs on Made in Love aren't that hard to memorize. And at some point, when you memorize the SVs and memorize the traps, it all comes down to the LN patterning difficulty, and there are some inverses here. So that might be very advantageous for the Philippine side, if they don't choke on any of the SVs.
Yeah, if granted that they're probably learning most of the inverse patternings, which probably Free Flow has a little bit of a struggle with. But given that Philippines' performance on SVs are a little bit shaking, which could probably has at least a fair amount of chance to take a point.
Yeah, and this is a really critical pick because if Philippines lose this, there's gonna be a Canada's pick, and they're gonna be on match point, which is gonna be an extremely tough situation, especially with the technical pick still up for grabs.
Yeah, and then we're coming up to the really actually a bit of a trap there. So
actually, interestingly enough, Free Flow missed on the first lens because his combo is lower.
yeah, I think like the first half of this is like the first patterning is just like a pretty mind blockable at this point, because like the rolls to the LNs are pretty much going unnoticed, and you will have a lot of trouble in keeping accuracy.
Yeah, and we already see first miss from Barry. Free Flow and just Ron missing on the split through. Now Ron missing on the burst and Cielade missing on the outro DSV, so it's slowly coming back to Canada's side, but the lead is still in favor of Philippines.
Yeah, but the accuracy lead goes to Philippines actually, but it's still just gonna be a little bit of a difference in terms of us SVs.
Yeah, we'll see. We're coming to the main part of the song. And this is where Philippines can run away with it. Free Flow, we're already seeing misses on the inverse. And misses again.
Oh,
that's what I was saying about the LN difficulty.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's actually going to be also progressed now. It's now actually a pretty critical point for Philippines right now, as this is not a slouch. And yeah, this is safe to say, only the traps here. It's just they're pretty much nailing every single one of it.
There's one more thing you have to be aware of: the very ending. But I don't think that's
the ending
recoverable.
Is the inverse section.
Yeah, this lead is not recoverable, especially with Philippines nailing that inverse, and that's gonna be a pick for them. That's a very
that's actually a really good decision being picked by the Philippines here, as this is not over yet. Now it's 4-4. They're taking at least a bit of a fight.
Yeah. Now it's Canada's pick, and I can only assume they're gonna be going for the technical charge, unless they have problems with it, which is why they might have been avoiding it until now. But we'll see if they decide to go with the trump card, or are we gonna see something surprising in terms of picks. But this is their last pick of the match.
Yeah, I mean, Canada would have at least a bigger advantage in terms of map pool. In the remaining map pool, we have like a Toy Screamin' is 4, Jack the Ripper, and we have Please Don't Remember, which I would say Please Don't Remember would be actually the best option for Canada. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to be picked.
I think so as well, because this is more of a more physical chart, which might give more problems to the two Philippines players, Ron and Cielade, or if Surf decides to swap as well. But the other picks, I'm not sure. Yeah, and they're actually going for Please Don't Remember. Yeah, which is the most sensible pick of them, of those three.
Yeah, the most viable pick given by Canada here is actually pretty much worth the effort here, actually, because none of the Philippines play would actually have at least a decent score on Please Don't Remember against all of the Canadians out there.
Yeah. So this is the do or die pick. If Canada loses this, they're gonna be in a hell of a tough situation. But if they win this, they are securing themselves at least tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is actually, yeah, what you said, it's like a do or die pick, which if anything, if Canada mess this up, it's gonna be one tough situation where Philippines has to pick the either two picks remaining in a map pool. If that doesn't count, then it's gonna be a tiebreaker if it's a 5-5.
Yeah. And actually, interesting thing to point out as well, the tiebreaker has a lot of LN patterning, which can really mess up Canadian players. It has also a lot of rice patterns that can mess up Philippine players, but I think the more damage might be done on the LN parts. So that might be slightly favoring the Philippines team, if it comes down to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, like the tiebreaker is actually really insane, given that it's a
Yeah.
it's a hefty amount of gap for the tiebreaker in round 16 to quarters. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it was more of a jump from groups to rounds of 16, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like
But
a oh my god, yeah. But anyway, well, it's like please
Oh.
don't remember would be okay.
Interesting thing we're seeing in the chat. We're actually gonna be seeing Toyohime, I think, making an appearance in the last rice pick.
Oh yeah, that would actually have a little bit of a difference now, actually, for Philippines, as they would come up with something with probably a lot more closer match.
Yeah. If Toyohime is warmed up and ready to go, this can be a game changer. Oh, and apparently he's sick, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
unfortunate.
Well, rest in peace, the dream.
I mean, we can still pray for him.
Yeah, I mean, for the very least, the speedy recovery for Toyota.
Oh yeah. But we'll see how that swap changes the outcome of this map. We're still waiting for players to ready up.
Yeah, it's actually pretty unfortunate given that there are no more Philippine players who can actually capable of speed. Please don't remember, as the weird snapping would actually cause a little bit of damage, and probably the advantage for Canada now. Now, oh, I'm actually gonna have a little bit of intel now, as Toyota is side bleeding.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, okay, but I mean, it's actually not that bad, the side read, because
Yeah, but
I mean, you would be glad if you don't side read an SP chart, because that
oh
would
yeah,
be,
for sure.
that would be not actually
Yeah.
a pleasant one.
But oh, Toyohime already missing. But there are some patterns in this song that are very, very hard to sight read. So you need to be somewhat ready for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
the
hard.
left anchored flams on the middle section there, it would actually trip up a lot of players, I would say.
Yeah. So far, it's a pretty decent lead for the Canadian team, but we'll see if they manage to stay as consistent throughout the entire chart. Toyohime missing again, dropping to about 98%. Silode's
Yeah,
accuracy
that's
is
a
also
tough
tanking.
situation to be in, as it would
Oh,
come in
and
as a
actually
sing-
Arquin...
as on a not a very good condition.
Yeah, now the entire Philippines team has missed. There's no full combos left, to 3 full combos on Canadian side.
Yeah, that's a hefty amount of advantage there for Canada, as Dawn, Barry, and Piggy is pulling ahead.
Piggy missing for the first time, but that's still... They need a lot more misses to make a dent in that score gap. That's another really good pick from Canadian team. Saved up the trump card for the last.
Yeah, that trump card is like pretty much work effectively for now, as it's actually going to be a dominant victory there for Please Don't Remember.
Yeah,
but again, it will be a lot more riskier for Philippines to pick from, actually.
Yeah. Dodd actually missing on the star power. Maybe his keyboard dropped again. So no full combos left, but that's still a very hefty advantage for Canadian team.
It's actually not in a good position, actually, because now it's gonna be a pretty close one, actually, as you only have Toy Stream as 4 and Jack the Ripper as the remaining pick.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there we go. We have. It's actually. Oh my god, this match
Wow.
is just a pretty much a. Oh my god, it's like a coin flipping situation where it's actually who's gonna win, and it would end up being really close one.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting situation because there's only one pick left from Philippines, and there's
They would actually be, yeah, one pick, but only two options to go for.
yeah, either Toys 3 Minutes War or Jack the Ripper, and I think at this point they have to go Jack the Ripper. They have to risk.
Yeah,
They have no other choice.
they have really no other choice to pick from, as Toys 3 Minutes War is trivial, but it's actually a lot more riskier on the island side. But again, you have Jack the Ripper would actually be unmost likely to actually to predict who's gonna learn the
Yeah.
SVs more.
Oh, and they're actually going for Toys 3 Minutes War. That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
I thought with run swapping in, that's gonna be for sure the SB chart. But they're going for the mixed chart. That's an interesting strategy. They might not be that comfortable on Jack the Ripper, and that's why they're avoiding it, but we'll see how they do on this one.
Yeah, but again, it's actually a double-edged sword here for Philippines. They would actually certainly would have to have a decent amount of advantage on LS. But again, the accuracy is might be the best for Philippines there, as Canadians have the edge in accuracy. But again, it's most likely just to have a tank enough amount for LS.
Yeah, that really depends if they choke on any other parts than the LNs, because I think they're gonna be fine in the LN patterns, but they have to count on Canada missing on some of the LN patterns. Otherwise, it's gonna be a really tough map to win.
Yeah, it would certainly be a dangerous pick here by Philippines, as you would not expect to see Toys 3 Minutes 4 being picked outside Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, they must be really not confident on Jack the Ripper to pick this, I feel like. But we'll see, that's the last regular pick of this match. Toys 3 Minutes were actually very missing very early.
Yeah, it's basically life or death for Philippines.
Yeah. But Barry actually is tanking pretty significantly from the start. I wonder if he had lower scores before the previous map.
Well, I mean, it's not actually slow scroll speed, but it's just actually probably the original ones for Barry's, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but he also kind of unnaturally choked on accuracy early on, and Philippines is still in the lead with 3 full combos, and Piggy also missing just before.
Oh, this is actually going to be a thing, though. Yeah.
So that's really good for now. Arcane Universe is very close to Dol's accuracy as well, so that's a very good advantage.
Yeah, this is actually going to be oh my god, this is actually going to be really close.
Jax, that's gonna be a dent to Philippines score, and he also dropped a lot of accuracy. But now Piggy missing in the inverse, and Piggy missing again on the shorter lens. Same with Barry.
Oh, what? Okay.
That's gonna be very close.
Oh my god, yeah, that advantage for Philippines is now paying off now. It's not 20,000 points of difference. Worth the while to pick this choice.
So they really had their game plan set to win. And Cielday and Arcane are still holding NFC.
Oh, the slow jump are killing Canada!
Oh no. Barry and Piggy are messing up on the slow jump and dropping a significant amount of accuracy as well. So they now
actually
40,000 points.
40,000 points is actually going to be a hefty amount until the map finishes.
Yeah, there's not much left in the chart. There's the last quarter of the chart, and Philippines would have to really fall apart right now for Canada to have a chance to come back. And Barry missed again. Piggy also missed on the outro of this.
Oh my god, Piggy's also missing! What? What?
Oh no.
Oh, what? Yeah, that advantage is going to Philippines now. There's no way it could actually give over to Canada.
Unless something tragic happens, that's probably gonna be it. I got a small
oh
hiccup.
god.
Yeah, we're back, and Philippines is still
Yeah.
pretty
Oh my
comfortably in
god.
the lead. And I think that's going to be it, maybe.
Oh
We shouldn't
god,
call
it's
it the
actually
end,
gonna
but
be. It's actually still really close though.
the last section is upon us.
Oh god. And yes, I guess that's gonna be it.
At the last,
Oh my
last streams,
god.
and that's
That
the end of the chart.
that's the end of the chart. We're gonna see a tiebreaker happen. It's now 5-5 on a really worth victory for two
That was-
streamers more.
That was a ballsy move, but that really paid off. 5-5, and we're gonna be seeing Fairy Joke.
That's a really smart decision for Philippines to actually take out some of the
Yeah.
weight.
I thought it might be like this because of the LN patterning, that the two other Canadian players might trip up on that and the slow jump, because that was fine, but they were targeting the other two players from the Canadian side. That really paid off. With two full combos from Marquin Olivares and Sierra Day, and only two misses on Ron. That's gonna be the victory for Philippines, and that's gonna be the tiebreaker.
Yeah. This is like legit. This is literally one of, if not the most, one of the smartest moves by Philippines to actually target the other two Canadian players up in a one punch.
Actually, interesting thing is about this match, there was not a single break point until this map. There was not a single break point. Every single pick both of the teams selected, they won. And now we're gonna be seeing who comes on top on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but again, this could go actually either way, because we actually didn't expect to anything the tiebreaker would happen, as there are bunch of hard patterns all around, and it's just probably Jax with probably in the middle section with actually to trip up.
Yeah,
I mean, I would actually say the triple.
The thing is, the chart is pretty well balanced on Alliance and Rise, and there's so many choke points in this chart, but you can't really tell who's gonna win. You can't predict anything, because that really depends on how much both of the teams played the chart, how well they are doing on specific patterns, do they know SVs. So it really, it will just show itself on the actual match, but this is unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually gonna go, I mean, either way, because we don't know who's practicing the tiebreaker the most, and probably the opposing teams don't expect a tiebreaker at all. And also, our commentator avatars is actually pretty hilarious, right?
Oh, you noticed?
Yeah, I think they finally noticed for such a long time. What are you doing, Nike?
Well, you know, they're just focused on the match in front of them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
you're getting ready for this job.
I'm not gonna lie. This is actually gonna be one of the matches that I would actually like to see this often.
Hell yeah. But yeah, now we're just waiting for everyone to get ready, calm their nerves, and we're gonna be going in with Uno, Fairy Joke, Camelia's Chaff and Twerk or Remix. The tiebreaker of losers quarterfinals. Whoever wins this point moves on, and whoever loses is eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, this is we're now equal grounds to life or death. Whoever's winning this, they will advance to the semifinals, and whoever loses this is now eliminated to the tournament, and we'll see their team, if anything, goes to 2019 if that happens. I'm sure.
Yeah, and that's actually insane to think that there is a very realistic chance that a top seeded team, Canada, is gonna be eliminated in pretty much instantly in the brackets. Because there's a very real chance, and Piggy already missing in the first slow jump. That's gonna be a slight lead for the Philippines.
Yeah, it's just still very minor, as this is only intro, and we're not getting to the main part of the song.
Oh, Piggy missing on the first SV. That's not a good indicator.
Yeah, Piggy missing on the pretty much a basic this SVs now is not gonna be the case, as the accuracy is now significantly lower.
Yeah, Toyohime also broke on one of the jacks, but Philippines still have the small advantage. Barry also missing on the LNs. Toyohime and Barry now trading.
Wow.
That's gonna be a lead for Philippines so far. And Piggy
Yeah,
actually
so
missing
far
on the first
Philippines
SV
so
is...
good.
Yeah, Piggy missing on the first SV is an indicator that he might not have practiced enough. And we'll see that in the next SV sections, but he might be dropping there as well.
Yeah, Barry drops a lot of accuracy on this small boys, or you call this as mini
Oh,
LNs.
actually, Arquin and Cielo, they missed on the SV part. So there's no full combos left on the Philippines side.
Yeah, this is actually a trade-off for Canada. It's now the lead is almost shifting to Canada at this point, although also Piggy misses there.
Yeah, now the Philippines team has brought up their combos to over 400, so the combo bonus is there. They have about 5,000 points of advantage, which is not
Look
that
at
much.
that Philippines combo. It's now exactly the same as they actually missed at the same time.
Yeah, now the small inverse pattern. And actually a lot of misses. 2 misses from Philippines, 1 miss from Canada. Aquin Alvarez misses again, and now Canada is in the lead.
Oh
Toyohime
man.
missing.
Now, it now goes to the LNs now. It's just the actual LNs who would actually trip up from all of the inverses now.
Oh, Dot missing.
Oh,
the only full
Dot
combo
missing
left
a lot.
is gone. But still, Philippines tank more in this section. The lead is growing in favor of Canada.
But Barry is now pulling ahead. Oh, never mind. It's actually missing right now. Oh man.
Yeah, Piggy missing on the slowdown, but that's 15,000 points of advantage for Canada. This is still very
man.
reachable. Still very
man,
reachable.
this. Oh god, Canada is now pulling ahead with a heck ton of advantage now. Also,
Yeah, but the
Piggy
thing
missing on the
is,
slow jab.
Cielo Day is now at 400 combo, and Piggy is only at 250. So a bit of this lead is gonna go back to the Philippines, but still, so far Canada is holding
Yeah,
it slightly.
Barry has a really good combo, but the accuracy is now tanking a lot. It's now about to 98%, which is probably significantly lower than any of the other Philippines player, although Toyohime is now probably having worse.
Actually, the main difference is like the individual matchups. Arcano the Virus's difference between him and Dot is almost exactly the same as the difference between the teams.
Yeah, and here we go with probably the main section of the jacks here.
Yeah, only Dot comboed the jacks, and that's gonna give a significant advantage for Canada.
Okay, yeah, that's a sizable amount of runs for Canada for holding the jacks.
And now we have the speedier section, so it's gonna be a little bit of a tank for Toyohime as he misses again.
Yeah, this is the only last ditch effort now.
Yeah, and we're going back to the more mixed section, so this is still doable for Philippines, but Canada has to start missing now. It's getting very close for
Canada has still a slight advantage, although Piggy missing, and it's now the slow jabs are killing Piggy now, and the LNs are now still comes in place. Now the advantage is now like over 30,000 points. It's actually still not a slouch at all, as the LNs are keep tripping up Canada.
Yeah, but also Toyohime missing here and there. That's still a decent advantage for Canada, and I think they're running away with it at this point. They're coming up with the last SU sections. Toyohime missing again, and Sierra Day just before the part as well. Now all of the Philippines team misses.
Oh, now
Piggy
yeah,
as well, but that's not enough.
misses. Oh god.
And I think that's gonna be it.
That advantage difference is actually about 50,000 points of difference, and now this last SV is just actually carrying now. It's all about to over now.
The last part of the song, and that's gonna be it. Canada, after an amazing battle and really exciting and back and forth tiebreaker, they're gonna be taking it home, and they're gonna be moving on.
Canada is still alive out of this tiebreaker, and now we're gonna see 6-5 of Canada and winning this tiebreaker, and we're seeing Canada advances to the next round, and Philippines will unfortunately will have to eliminate it from the tournament. So get your ass out.
That score from Dot as well is really insane. 981,000. That's really showing up for the team. And Canada won by the skin of their teeth, but that was a really amazing match. And shout out to the Philippines as well. because they did really well, especially for a low-seeded team, coming out of the groups, coming out of the pretty hard group, taking a point of South Korea even, and now here.
I mean, this is actually a really interesting match so far. Like one of the best matches so far to actually watch outside of Sweden versus UK in the group stages. And now we come across here in the quarterfinals. We have this exciting match from Canada versus Philippines, and it's now actually paying off for Canada, which having a close call win.
Yeah, great picks all around as well. Like the tactics worked out just as the captains probably wanted. They won all of their own picks. There was no breakpoint in the entire match. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's actually really unfortunate situation as Toyohime would probably at least have a not very good condition to play that. And the tiebreaker would probably cost him a little bit more, but it's still a really good battle between those teams.
Yeah, that was an amazing match. So yeah, with that being done, we're done for this block of matches. We're gonna be seeing the next match between Argentina and Australia at 30 minutes past midnight UTC. So that's gonna be in around 9 hours.
9 hours?
Yeah,
9 hours. That's actually a long.
Yeah.
I would actually sleep for that.
Yeah, and as we're seeing here, as Japan won versus Sweden before, they're gonna be in the same space as Canada and Philippines, but then they're not gonna meet just yet. Canada is going to move on and face
probably the winner of the Singapore versus UK, if I remember correctly.
Loser, you mean?
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah,
for sure. But it's just like the losers of the Singapore versus UK.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I thought you said that the winner between them. But yeah, they're gonna be facing either Singapore or UK in the next round. That's also gonna be a really interesting match.
Yeah, I mean, all around, it's all of the matches now are actually going to be interesting, and that's because you never know what's about to happen when the tiebreaker comes. That was really unexpected for Philippines, actually.
Yeah, that was really unexpected, but that was a very solid performance by them. I didn't expect them to go this far.
Yeah, I mean, coming out from the low seed, beating a top seed to a tiebreaker, which is actually going to be a lot more insane.
But the next match is gonna be our actually second match of the winners bracket. So that's gonna be. Oh wait, no, that's the loser bracket. I read that wrong.
Yeah, that's the loser. Yeah, I mean, like the probably the United States versus China would probably like the second one or third. Yeah, never mind. So okay, we have like United States versus China, and then Indonesia versus Brazil, and Singapore versus UK.
Yeah.
And again, it's actually going to be a really close match to see, as Australia versus Argentina is not a slouch at all, because you never know what's about to happen, right?
Yeah, our Argentina team is also pretty good this year, especially compared to the last year. The Australian team is always unpredictable, always well-rounded, so it's going to be a very interesting match in the losers bracket. And then right after in the same block, we're going to be seeing US playing against China. That can also go a long distance, because China is very unpredictable as well. They're incredibly strong on the assets that nobody thought they would be, as in accuracy and LNs. They're incredibly strong overall, but it just really depends on how they play on the specific day, because they have their ups and downs.
Yeah, I mean, like China is probably like one of the most unpredictable teams, which actually their LNs are actually good, but it's still mysterious, and their accuracy is just sometimes it can go really well, or probably it's just bad, and probably damage one of the teams.
Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing that in about 9 hours. For now,
9 hours.
Yeah, in about 9 hours we're gonna be seeing the Australia versus Argentina match, and then we're gonna be seeing United States versus China. Yeah, so that's it for this block. I was Kamikaze, and I was commenting with Remfangirl.
Yeah. We're now signing off for this day.
And we're gonna be seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, so see you guys and stay tuned for the next 9 hours.